This is the first application for suspension of sentence. Conviction is under section 376 in POSCO for 20 years RI. Prosecution story is at page number 6 of the judgment.
एक मिनट रुक जाइए, एक मिनट रुक जाइए। नहीं पाएगा, मानव पाएगा निरंतर इसलिए डीएनए नहीं करा है। ये कैसे है जी?
डीएनए नहीं है,
डीएनए नहीं है, एफएसएल रिपोर्ट है, उसमें शुक्राणु नहीं पाए गए वैजानिक स्लाइड में। P26 is the POSCO road.
शादी करने के लिए तो मैक्सिमम बना करना होना चाहिए।
सर डरती बहुत है ना जुडिशरी, ऐसे पहले ही है सब साहब बोलते हैं दवा में किसको छोड़ना रहता ले दे के, तो आज 50% से ज्यादा जुडिशरी कराते हैं। उसको छोड़ना हो तो वहाँ बिल्कुल नहीं करते। आज इंदौर में ट्रेजेडी की है, इन लोगों की पोस्टिंग हुई है, उसको छोड़ने आए थे 3 जून में, इसका दिसंबर 2015 में 17.5 की थी। अभी एज का पूछ लेते हैं, 10 साल की है, तब लगा भी तो नीचे वाली भी लेंगे, 50 भी ले लें और 18 साल 32 साल लोग, 32 साल के जब 32 साल और 18 2 साल बाद बड़ी बाद ही होती नहीं नहीं अब पहले होती थी, लेकिन अब होती है। ये कहना सही कि जब मैं 18 साल की व्यस्त हो गई थी तो मैंने थोड़ा हो जाता 18 लेने तो 32 साल हो गए शादी हुई, 2 साल बाद बड़ी लड़की हो गई 30 ठीक है, जब 3 साल बाद ये हो गई तो 27 और ये लड़की हम प्रोग्रेट कर रही है। 13 वर्ष की थी तो पक्षा 5वीं पास था।
20 साल तक दिखाई है।
नहीं सर क्या है घटना, नहीं ये 22 में स्टेटमेंट दे रही है, घटना 17 की बता रही, जून 17 की बता रही है, बट ये देखिएगा जून 17 की बता रही है। अब यहाँ से चलेंगे अपन, ठीक है, तो इसका स्कूल एडमिशन रजिस्टर देखें, 2000 लिखा है एडमिशन छोड़ने की तारीख है इसमें, एडमिशन कब लिया इसने, प्रवेश दिनांक 2018, 18 साल की उम्र में कहाँ कौन सी कक्षा में प्रवेश लिए, 11वीं में, 12वीं में। इसका फर्स्ट स्कूल रजिस्टर कहाँ है?
वो पेश ही नहीं हुआ सर,
फर्स्ट स्कूल रजिस्टर पेश ही नहीं किया
नहीं हुआ सर। PW8 is the
हेडमास्टर।
yes sir of who registered her date of birth in class 11th when she took admission in class
11th की डेट ऑफ बर्थ से थोड़ा ना काम चल जाएगा
जी, वो टीसी जो लेकर के आई थी उसके आधार पर उन्होंने रिकॉर्ड किया था,
उससे थोड़ा ना हो जाएगा।
उससे
और
नहीं
यार 10वीं की मार्कशीट भी सीज नहीं कर
नहीं करी है।
क्या पूरा एक्यूटल का केस बना दिया आप लोगों ने। तो लिखिएगा हर्ष पारस दास फाइनली आइए इतना इतना dismissed as withdrawn. Appellant is aggrieved of judgment dated 29/9/2023 passed convicted 1 year sentence rupees 2000 prove the date of birth. The provisions will not help the appellant and made register point out that imprisonment 1 year simple L/6 बेतुल आइए इतना इतना लिखिएगा हर्ष पारस दास फाइनली आइए इतना इतना dismissed as withdrawn. Appellant is aggrieved of judgment dated 29/9/2023 passed by learned special judge POSCO Act and special judge SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act Betul in SC/ATR number 16/2020, whereby present appellant has been convicted under section 376 within bracket 2 another bracket N IPC inclusive of section 5L/6 POSCO Act with 20 years rigorous imprisonment and fine of rupees 5,000 with default stipulation of 1 year simple imprisonment. He is also convicted under section 325 SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act with life imprisonment and fine of rupees 2,000 with default stipulation of 1 year simple imprisonment. Next pair. It is submitted that to attract the provisions of POSCO Act, prosecution was obliged to point out that prosecutrix at the time of the incident was minor. Full stop. It is submitted that prosecution has not produced the first admission register of the victim and has instead produced her admission register of 11th class, which is not sufficient to prove the date of birth of the victim. Next paragraph. It is also pointed out that prosecution did not deem it proper to seize and produce 10th class mark sheet of the victim, and therefore in view of the admissions made by the victim herself, she was major at the time of the incident, and therefore neither the provisions of POXO Act will be attracted nor that of rape, as it's a case of consensual relationship. Next paragraph. Shri Arvind Singh opposes the prayer and submits that though FSL report is negative, but time lag in reporting the matter is so high that such negative FSL report will not help the appellant. Next paragraph. After hearing learned counsel for the parties and going through the record, it is evident that victim admitted that she had lodged a report FIR exhibit
P1, sir.
E1 on 29/10/2019 at Police Station Betul, Police Station Multai District Betul, full stop. It is submitted that as per the prosecution story and admission of the prosecutrix, she was born at home. No birth certificate was prepared. She had studied firstly from village Savangi and thereafter from Chandas Pathoda. Full stop. She could not say as to who had entered her name at the time of first school admission. Next para. In para 4, it is mentioned that appellant had taken her in the name of promise to marry. Full stop. Later on, she has improvised her statement saying that she had visited appellant along with she had visited appellant and had studied at Deshmukh Lodge in June 2017, where appellant had violated her privacy. Full stop. She has admitted that on 22/10/22, she had called the appellant and asked him as to why he is not picking up his phone and as to when he will marry, when she was threatened by the appellant. Full stop. Thereafter, she has stated that appellant in the name of marriage had continuously violated her privacy. Next paragraph. On cross close examination of cross examination, it is evident that victim's stand is that when she was 13 years of age, she had passed 10th class. Thereafter, she had passed 10th class in another 5 years, and then she had taken admission in 11th class. Full stop. Her admission register showing her admission to 11th class is available on record, showing that she had taken admission in 11th class on 2/7/2018. Full stop. Thus, on 2/7/2018, as per her own admission, she was more than 18 years of age. Full stop. And thus, when facts of the case as mentioned above are taken into consideration, along with the evidence of PW8, Shri K.S. Thakur, retired school teacher, He has stated that victim was given admission in the 11th class on the basis of TC, which is marked as Exhibit P14. Full stop. She had taken admission in 11th class on 2/7/2018. Full stop. He admits that he cannot say on what basis age of the victim is mentioned in the school register. Full stop. He admits that he had not carried out any investigation in regard to date of birth of the victim. Next para. EW4 is the mother of the victim. In para 5, she has stated that her age is about 50-55 years. Her marriage was performed at the age of 18 years. Her first child was born after 2 years of marriage, and 3 years thereafter, victim was born.
2 years thereafter, वो डिनाई किया कि 3 साल बाद नहीं, 2 साल बाद हुई थी।
अब वो तो 3 कह रही है, 2 को डिनाई करके 3 कह रही है।
जी।
यह कहना गलत है कि मेरी बड़ी
Yes, sir.
पुत्री के जन्म
3
के
साल
2
बाद
साल।
हुआ था।
आप सही
3 साल।
लिखा रहे हैं, आप लोग टोक देते हैं।
सॉरी सर।
क्या लिखा? वो तो हो गया, 3 साल बाद दूसरी बच्ची पैदा हुई थी। फुल स्टॉप। Thus, it is evident that at the time of the incident, victim was not a minor. Full stop. Lady doctor, PW. ये वकील साहब प्रॉब्लम है, बड़ी विडंबना है आप लोगों के
The
साथ।
doctor has not been examined in this case.
Lady doctor has not been examined. Fitness of the appellant and the injury marks found of injury marks, if any. Full stop. When these facts are taken into consideration, then prosecution once has failed to prove that victim was minor as per the requirement of law contained in Sunil versus State of Haryana 2010 का 1 SCC 742, provisions of POSCO Act will not be applicable. Full stop. Even from the evidence of victim, it is evident that she was in a consensual relationship with the appellant, and when he refused to marry her, then she had lodged report. Full stop. When these aspects of evidence are taken into consideration, then even provisions of Section 375 will not be attracted to uphold conviction under Section 376 2N of IPC. Accordingly, impugned judgment of conviction is set aside. Full stop. Since appellant cannot be convicted under any substantive provision of IPC, ancillary provisions of Section 325 of the SC/ST Act will not be attracted, and therefore conviction from Section itna is set aside. Appeal is allowed and disposed of.
Obliged.